When we imagine medieval knights, the image that often comes to mind is a figure encased in gleaming, heavy armor, sword in hand, ready for battle. But the reality of a knight's daily life was far more nuanced and practical than this romanticized vision. Contrary to popular belief, knights did not spend every day clad head to toe in heavy plate armor, nor did they constantly engage in combat while weighed down by metal. In fact, full suits of armor were incredibly valuable, painstakingly crafted, and typically reserved for special occasions such as grand tournaments or significant battles, rather than for everyday use. The life of a knight was shaped as much by economics and practicality as by chivalry and warfare. A full suit of plate armor was a considerable investment, often costing the equivalent of several years' wages for a common laborer. Armorers were skilled artisans, and their work required not only high-quality materials, but also time, patience, and expertise. For most knights, owning a complete suit of armor was a mark of status and wealth, something to be displayed on ceremonial occasions or used in the rarest and most important of battles. On a typical day, a knight's attire was much more functional. When not expecting combat, knights wore comfortable clothing suitable for managing their estates, training, or traveling. Even during military campaigns, knights often opted for lighter armor unless a major battle was imminent. Chainmail, for example, offered a balance between protection and mobility and was far more common for routine patrols, skirmishes, or raids. A mail hauberk, paired with a padded gambeson underneath, provided effective defense against most weapons without the encumbrance of full-plate armor. Tournaments, on the other hand, were grand social events where knights showcased their martial prowess and their wealth. Here, the most elaborate and expensive armor was brought out, often adorned with intricate engravings, family crests, and decorative flourishes. These suits were designed not only for protection, but also to impress spectators and potential patrons. In such controlled environments, the weight and restrictiveness of full-plate armor were less of a concern, as the primary goal was display and sport, rather than survival on a chaotic battlefield. In actual warfare, practicality often trumped prestige. Knights needed to move quickly, mount and dismount their horses, and endure long marches. Heavy armor could be a liability in certain situations, especially during sieges or when fighting in rough terrain. The choice of armor was always a calculated decision, weighing the risks of battle against the need for speed, endurance, and flexibility. Many knights favored a mix of plate and mail, combining solid protection for vital areas with lighter, more flexible coverings elsewhere. Moreover, the maintenance of armor was an ongoing challenge. It required regular cleaning to prevent rust, careful storage, and frequent repairs. Damaged armor could be dangerous, reducing mobility or failing to protect against blows. Knights often traveled with squires or retainers whose duties included caring for their master's equipment, ensuring that armor was ready for use when truly needed. The romantic image of knights in shining armor, always ready for battle, is a testament to the enduring allure of medieval chivalry. But the reality was shaped by the demands of daily life, the limitations of technology, and the high cost of craftsmanship. Knights adapted to their circumstances, choosing their armor with care and reserving their finest suits for the moments that mattered most. In doing so, they balanced the ideals of their age with the practicalities of survival and success.